Stop.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Room for Improvement podcast. I'm Walter.
I'm Ben.
I'm Branden.
Alright, this took a little bit while to make. Shout out to Blake, giving us a PC. Alright.
Give us a PC to finally record it. Not
Yeah,
Danny.
Yeah, fuck Danny. Saying his mom spilled fucking, what is it? He didn't say, he just said, my mom spilled something on my laptop. Alright, Branden, you're starting us off. This is political. This is your
my expertise.
Yeah, this is your expertise. Politics. Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
What happened, Branden? Tell us.
So yeah, last night, I was just going around.
Alright, no, see, you're giving it from a first person perspective. Just say what happened.
That's fine. What does that matter?
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter.
Well, we're supposed to be explaining.
This is not an argument paragraph. It doesn't matter what point of view we're.
Well, I was about to go on and say, what I was literally about to say was, I was going around, fucking around last night, and then I got this freaking stupid ass alert. All right, Kim Jong-un going off, and that's what I was about to start saying, but you just interrupted me, dude.
All right, continue.
Did you stop it?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Are you gonna edit this footage? Are you gonna keep on
this footage? Yes, I'm gonna edit the footage, Branden.
the audio and put them together?
No. What do you mean? It's fine. We're all recording on the one thing.
So everything that we're saying right now, everyone's gonna listen to.
Yes.
That is a stupid idea. End it right now.
The first one.
What are you talking about?
No.
Alrighty, well, yeah. So Kim Jong-un. I mean, what a rat ass fucking.
How? I mean, he's kind of right.
Who started the argument? Was it
Trump? Because he was doing the little UN thing, and then he was like, shit. What did he say? He said something about Rocket Man. He said we can't allow Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Well, Kim Jong-un called Donald Trump. Mentally unstable. Well, yeah, but he's also talking about how Donald Trump's mentally unstable. And I just find that ironic considering the fact that
he is mentally unstable. Yeah,
but the whole issue comes from the very beginning of Kim Jong-un being a fucking crazy rocket man himself. So
I would say that Donald Trump is mentally insane. Whether you like him or not, he's not.
Because if he was mentally insane, why would he have billions of dollars?
Right. He's
obviously
got smartness.
Smartness, yes.
He's obviously got some sort of brain in him.
Yeah, but that's the important thing to remember is Donald Trump is now threatening to blow up South Korea and Japan with nuclear bombs.
Is that what it is, Kim?
Kim Jong-un, yeah.
He threatened to blow up.
So who is more mentally unstable? Well, yeah, he's been talking about blowing up the United States. I'm gonna bomb you, yeah. He just goes off.
Yeah, he was threatening that before he even had bombs. So he was doing that for a long time.
Well, yeah, which just proves the fact that he is the one who is mentally unstable.
Right.
I just don't get because the thing is Donald Trump he technically yes he threatened them, but he did say we're open to another route.
Did he say
going safely?
He didn't threaten them.
Oh no, he threatened them.
He
full on. He said we will eliminate you with full on force.
He said
if they do utterly destroy North Korea
if they do anything. They're not just gonna blow them out of the water right now.
They said if they don't cancel their nuclear program.
Right.
And I think that's good. And it really annoys me that people are getting mad at him because I feel like he's literally trying to destroy the world's worst regime. And then people are like, you're crazy. Because if we let them continue, what they're doing, by the day, they're just going to get stronger. So, why not take them out right now instead of letting them build more?
Well, it's like peace through strength, right? If you're just a little bitch and you hide in the corner, people are just going to come whack at you.
Yeah, that's what happened with ISIS. Because, Obama was, super lenient. I liked Obama, but,
Obama gave a bunch of money to...
Yeah. He funded... Technically, he funded Al-Qaeda.
Al-Qaeda.
And ISIS...
Boy.
Al-Qaeda.
Does it matter?
It does matter. We are politically correct on this podcast.
All right, okay. But no, I was going to say, Obama technically created ISIS. Because, then it wasn't...
Unintentional.
I don't think he created ISIS. He funded ISIS.
No. Because, when we pulled out of Iraq, the people who were, left, the civilians, are the ones who, started ISIS. Because they were like, oh, you fucks. You just left us to die.
Right.
And then they're like, we hate America now.
More specifically, it created a power vacuum. So you leave all these people, you go, they have fucking all our Humvees, dude. They have 300 Humvees. It's what the hell?
We have all our crap, right? We left them all our stuff.
Well, because we left it there.
Yeah, we just packed our shit. We didn't pack our shit. We just got up and left. That's what happened. So, yeah, it boggles my mind that Kim Jong-un, who is, he himself is mentally unstable, is going to call Donald Trump. You're meant to be unstable. What the fuck?
At least we're safe. If a nuclear war happens, at least we're safe. Who the fuck's going to nuke Michigan?
Yeah, Michigan's...
I feel that's the only time.
Michigan's the safest.
That's the only time you'd ever want to live in somewhere like Utah.
Yeah, but I mean, you still gotta worry
Iowa.
about fallout and all that nasty stuff, and it'll still affect us in terms of, especially if Hollywood gets blown up. No more movies, man.
Yeah,
Who gives a shit? I'd rather care about my life than
me,
fucking
dog.
movies.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Yeah, let's go to Nevada and go to Post Malone's bunker. Oh, he's building one.
But I mean,
Nevada's gonna be gone because of Las Vegas. North Dakota's probably gonna be gone because is that where Mount Rushmore is? Or am I just being dumb?
It's one of the Dakotas.
One of the. It's either North.
Pretty sure it's south.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Let's look it up.
But all the main cities are gonna be gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously North Dakota.
And, like,
it's
New
not
York.
going to be the target of Kim Jong Un's nuclear strike.
I just big cities.
But I mean, a lot of people talk
in
about
South
that. We can
Dakota.
shoot down the missiles. We tried shooting down one of our own missiles a few months ago, and we couldn't do it. So I mean, it's kind of just like it's
Where
like
did it go? Was it a nuclear?
we did a little test. It was like a dud.
Okay.
Wait, don't they use like the little laser things where they shoot up at it? Like,
A laser.
Don't they use a
You mean
laser?
Star Wars? No.
No, it's not like a
you
giant like
shoot it-
actual laser beam.
Well, it was Ronald Reagan's. He called it the Star Wars program.
They really?
Yeah, he did. But all it is just shooting down.
That
It's
is-
shooting
That's why
down.
Ronald Reagan's an awesome guy.
Yeah,
that's
he was
badass.
medicated with peace through strength. But it's just shooting missiles down with other missiles.
Right.
I mean, you gotta know where you're shooting at. So either you just shoot an ass ton of missiles at one missile, and hopefully you hit it.
It's called Star Wars Defense.
But
who's the guy who Ronald Reagan?
Oh, okay. No, okay. Technically, Ronald Reagan called it the Strategic Defense Initiative Organization, but it was nicknamed the Star Wars.
Defense Protocol.
Oh, these are the SDI things from like Civ.
Branden, I know you're excited about it. Well, are you excited about the new Star Wars?
The Last
you
Jedi.
can bet.
Yeah.
Don't you get Branden started on that? He's gonna go on a 45 minute.
45 minutes and how Jar Jar is the main guy.
No, you better
You
not.
guys don't like
refer to Jar Jar
You
up
guys
in this
don't like Jar
podcast.
Jar.
Right, we're not going to the Jar Jar thing.
It's all about Chewbacca, man.
Yeah.
Chewie.
Again, I don't think that Jar Jar is as horrible as as horrible as a character as people say.
Yeah, Jar Jar was a
You know what I
podcast.
mean? Like people are like swearing that this movie is the worst movie ever made because of Jar Jar.
It's not the worst movie ever made, but in the trilogy,
You call it the worst Star Wars? Maybe
It is probably
because
the
of
worst
Jar
Star
Jar?
Wars movie in all of them, other than right behind Force Awakens.
Wait, what?
You didn't like Force Awakens?
I liked it the first time watching because it was like I was like revisiting my childhood. Like the second time watching it, you really realize, oh my god, this movie's freaking pulled right out of New Hope, dude. J.J. Abrams.
Well,
he had,
that's because
like,
that's
no
what J.J. Abrams does.
Yeah,
And
you
I
want
get that.
a retro movie, but that's not what Star Wars is about. It was something new, but like
And that's what George Lucas criticized. That's why they called like Disney the white supremacists of a.
the white slave masters.
Oh, yeah, the
that's
white
what
slave
George
masters.
Lucas called.
George Lucas really went on like a rant about J.J. Abrams, right?
Well, yeah, I mean,
you got really mad at him.
yeah. Then eventually they made up and whatnot,
I
but.
see.
Yeah, first time it was awesome. Second time you really started to critique the movie, you start to criticize it, and it was like the same plot hole. The same exact plot hole.
I've seen it. I'm gonna say I've seen it 2.5 times because the first time I saw it, I don't count it as a movie just because people were
Well, yeah,
That's-
because everyone was clapping.
Everyone-
That's what happened with mine.
clapping, screaming. I don't care.
Like when the
if it's
Millennium
Chewbacca.
Falcon came out.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
man.
everyone started
Flip.
clapping. I was.
Oh yeah,
I was
definitely.
like,
This one bitch started whistling. This is like we're in a movie. Like just quiet down. Like you get it if you're at like a baseball game.
Hey, see, that's the thing about Star Wars, though. I mean, a lot of movies, you gotta be like
Fans are
fans.
insane.
You gotta be like
Yeah,
a big time fan to really understand a movie. But even people who don't watch Star Wars, they still in the culture.
When the third one, what was it called? Revenge of the Sith. When that one came out? When
Like
was
2005.
that? 2005. So it hasn't been around for quite a bit. Had been around for quite a bit until Force Awakens came out, and then I could see why people were excited.
Yeah, I mean, I was
guess
excited too.
Jar
I'm
Jar
not
ruined the movie.
as much as I say that it's probably my second least favorite. I still liked it.
How did you like the prequels better than Force Awakens? I think Force Awakens is fourth best.
Yeah,
The original three are the best.
I think mine goes.
Oh yeah, original 3.
Mine
no doubt.
goes 4, 5, 6, 7, 3,
2-1. That's how it's gonna
2,
go.
1.
Yeah.
Not because of Jar Jar either.
It is because of Jar
Are we
Jar.
counting Rogue
The
One?
basic
No, Rogue
Hollywood
One's a story.
movie
It's a Star
scripture.
Wars story. It's not like
Alright.
the episodes.
the basic way of making Hollywood movies for
They
all the
want
years
to have
count is
the
you
kid
have,
group.
you have the damsel in distress, and then you have the guy who comes saves her, and then you have the furry little goofy creature all the kids like.
Donkey.
And dude, Chewbacca had like I'm not gonna try to do it. I failed at that. But like, you have that little furry creature that people like, but at the same time, Jar Jar was. I mean, at the same time, Chewbacca was, intimidating. It's like, like, don't make the Wookiee mad. He's going to pull off your arms. Jar Jar, I mean, what the hell is he going to do to you? Misa Cha Cha Binks! He has no... It was just so stupid. He was a slimy little rat, dude.
He had, like, no courage, no...
I don't understand.
He was just cringy to watch.
I don't understand how that ruined the movie.
Because it just made it so hard to watch. Like, his character just made it...
But how, though? I think that...
Because, like, every time he came on a screen,
Cringe.
it's like, can we just
There was
stop with
nothing
this?
cringy about Chewbacca. He was, like, the coolest dude ever, especially in Force Awakens, when he went all Akbar mode, when, spoiler alert, Harrison Ford dies, Han Solo dies, and,
Yeah,
If
right,
they haven't
right,
seen it,
yeah.
if they haven't seen it now, then they're never gonna.
I know, exactly. I hate it when people are like, oh my god, Han Solo died, I haven't watched the movie yet.
Now,
But-
In 2 years.
now, what are those Metachlorians?
What?
The Metachlorian?
The Force.
Yeah, the Metachlorian, the thing that turns the Force, higher than any. Did you know that fun fact for you? Did you know that scene where Qui-Gon Jinn is like reading his levels of?
Look how I was
Midichlorians.
playing music. This is why I fucking hate... I really hope that you cannot hear this in the podcast. I'm
But
really pissed off.
But the thing, he's like holding that little talking device. He's like he has the most Metachlorians ever.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Yeah, he's just telling it. He said, but did you know that thing that he's using? That's a woman's razor without the razor part.
Man, George Lucas must have been out
Yeah.
of props, man. The budget for props is out. Just go.
Like that's not like that. That's different from like Han Solo's pistol being like a Luger,
Yeah.
or the gun they used on Hoth was the Lewis gun. That's
Yeah.
different because that was like they actually had to do stuff to something. This they just like took the razor off the thing and started talking into it. It doesn't even, it just doesn't even. I don't understand.
Hey, man,
I don't think Jar Jar is the reason that. The one scene I think that I'll give you for Jar Jar being garbage is the one scene where he's like, it's kind of like one of those scenes where like everything he does kills something. Like he's like stepping on droids and he like tosses and kills another one and stuff.
and ate like someone else's piece of food or something,
Yeah.
and like he's just
Hold on.
cringy to
Catches his tongue.
watch.
What's that?
So, all right. What's the eyeballs and ass thing?
Eyeballs and that. It's quite odd. It's very odd. I thought it was funny. I really did. I laughed at it.
Just in case you guys don't know, we're switching to a new topic
Yeah,
now.
we are switching to a different
not
topic.
Star Wars anymore.
Eyeballs and ass is not about Star
Eyeballs
Wars.
and that. I saw that was the title. I had to click on it. So it's a guy named Ray having at a traffic stop, and I guess these guys got more than they.
Wait, it's a dude and his name's Ray?
It's a dude. His name is Ray. All right. It was at a traffic stop. A Wyoming man is caught with 27 eyeballs in his anal cavity.
What the hell?
Okay, wait. Human eyeballs?
It did not say.
It did not say.
No. Did not say if they were human.
Eyeballs in the ass. Now, how do you do that?
Is this like not that it's natural, but did he like have like a extreme growth defect? Like
No.
Birth
I'm
defect?
trying to figure out whoever's playing this music needs to turn down.
All right. Because they
The mic's not picking it up.
Mike's all right. But
This
this
is
guy was
really
like
annoying.
50, 56, 57, somewhere around there, and stepped out of his El Camino.
Sorry, did the eyeballs like fall out of his
Yeah,
ass?
the cop traffic stop noticed eyeballs rolling out of his.
Like wait, were
And
they
where
like,
was this
real?
at?
Were they real
It
eyeballs?
did not say.
Oh.
I assume they were.
So
Wyoming.
Man, do not go to Wyoming.
Wyoming.
There's some crazy
Why Wyoming?
cult shit going down there, probably.
Wyoming's
That's some
nice.
Children of the Corn stuff right there. That's some like
That's a-
Illuminati
that's a
like
spooky.
yeah, Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So eyeballs and ass. Was that it? This just a guy getting out of his
I mean, it
Alcamino?
was a short thing. It was just a
27
guy stepping
eyeballs rolled out of his
yeah.
ass?
And that's
He was immediately arrested and sent to the nearest sheriff station.
Maybe he's a Satan. Maybe he's like the Antichrist. He's coming to Earth. Sign of the world's ending. He's coming soon.
Oh yeah, dude, world ending, man.
Well, that is
Tomorrow.
The 23rd.
23rd
Rapture is gonna happen.
Rapture.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Weedak believes that.
I mean, why wouldn't you? Only
No
a
way.
sane, logical person
Well,
would
he
believe
believes in the
world's
rapture,
ending.
obviously, because I'm pretty sure he's Christian. But like, he said that he was confused on how they get dates, and that's what I'm confused about. How do you get dates? Like that. Like I can understand the Mayan calendar because the Mayan, like they were like, oh, the Mayan calendar ends on December 12th, 2012. So like that's how when the world's gonna end. But like, who the fuck pulled September 23rd out of their ass? Like I don't get that.
Again,
like,
I think maybe the planets are gonna align.
Oh yeah, that whole.
Yeah, you do some like coordinates of the planets, and you come some.
It's probably already happened. It's probably already happened in the past 10 years, and these people just don't get.
Yeah, like
because back then they didn't care. Now it's like back up. World's ending. Get ready.
Yeah, there's like there's a lot of YouTube videos with like the world is ending prank, and I was watching one where this guy tricked his girlfriend. He's like, baby, the Aztecs, they mispredicted the Mayan calendar. It's actually 2017. So maybe this is what it's about, man. Maybe the Aztecs, they mispredicted the Mayans. Excuse me, it's Mayans. They
they're basically the same thing.
They miscalculated the.
They aren't.
No,
they're not, man.
Oh shit.
You have to respect the cultures, man. There's a difference.
I want to see the assignment where Walter compared.
They miscalculated the calendar, so it's happening tomorrow, folks.
Aztecs and Mayans are the same people.
I thought they are. They come from the same lands, don't they? Didn't the Aztecs invade the Mayans?
No.
Something like that. Well,
conquistadors went to the Aztecs because that's where they thought the city of gold.
They went to the
was.
Mayans.
No.
They went to the Incans.
Yeah.
They killed everybody.
They thought that I forgot what the Incas do. The Mayans and Incas were in South America, and then the Aztecs were in Mexico, I think.
Yeah, it was all like Central America.
No, it wasn't Mexico. It was, Central America. The jungle.
The Aztecs.
Jungle, yes, the jungle. The jungle.
Well, yeah, the Aztecs. I don't know what the name of their capital is. I'm not even going to try to say it, but it was in Mexico City. Where
Taikidana or something like that.
Well, no, I said I was going to try it, so I'm not going to do it. But
go ahead.
Technicologicaten. It's like something like that, man. Dude, they got some weird ass shit. And then they would do the human sacrifices. But okay. But like, it.
Are you gonna speak?
I am speaking. What? Boy. But like, it got to the point where they were doing the human sacrifices and all that other crap.
They got crazy.
Yeah, they did.
Eventually, I was gonna say something, but I was like, man, it really doesn't make sense.
What?
I was gonna say, eventually all groups are gonna do something weird.
Are you talking about like cults or like just? Oh, you mean like groups of people?
We talked about it already. Native Americans, they said they threw out food. That was just like, now you would feature that as weird, and that's kind of odd.
Wait, what?
They tossing out food for before winter to have to survive. I don't know. He was babbling about it.
Oh, was that when I was talking about how the Native Americans were fucked?
Yeah.
And then he went on the whole thing about how that happens all. I get that. We're not.
I really stuff like that when that happens. It really just breaks down the mind walls, and it's just, man, what is going on?
Yeah.
That's what my mind's going about the world ending tomorrow, dude. In all realism, dude, I think it's gonna end tomorrow. We've had catastrophic hurricane damage, ridiculous amounts of hurricanes.
This was a global warming. Bitch.
Global warming.
How many?
Dude,
what's Maria? Is that the 5th or 4th?
I don't fucking know.
And then Mexico says they're not going to pay for the wall. Guess what? An earthquake happens. No, they said they aren't. The Mexican president, he refuses to pay for the wall. So you know what? Donald Trump's like, you know what, bitch? Earthquake. You want to know why? Because
Trump said
the most trusted intellectuals in this world have found out that there is an electrical grid next to the Rothschild Peninsula in Antarctica, and it's controlling the weather, dude. 100% proven. You can go look it up, man.
100%.
100%.
So the weather is coming. Are the one who are controlling weather.
Well, they're the bankers, dude. It's the new world order, making the frogs gay.
All right. So what you're telling me right now is, hold on, because Donald Trump was saying that when we're gonna build the wall. So is he not gonna build the wall now, or is he gonna spend our tax money on this? Bullshit?
He said that they would pay in as much ways. He said something like that. They would pay somehow. So now that they're not paying for the wall,
so we're gonna have to. So eventually, we're just gonna have to pay for it,
or just not.
Well, hopefully it can be split. Or it's some people suggest we would do wall bonds where you put your name on a brick and I don't know, man. People came with some crazy ideas, but you know what? The problem with doing an earthquake now, and with Donald Trump causing this earthquake, is now they're paying for the earthquake damage. Yeah.
Trumpquake.
But of course, Trump comes out here in a few days and says, we will utterly destroy Mexico if they do not pay for the wall, something like that. which would prove, man, the electrical grid under Antarctica, dude. It controls the weather.
I
Controls
kind
the
of
earth.
believe that. I think there's some spooky stuff going on with the government.
Well, I always thought that. Government,
Like the Men in Black thing?
Government.
Have you seen like the video of the two guys? There was like a guy who was researching.
The movie with
No, not the fucking movie with Will Smith. Alright, I'm talking about there was this guy who's like researching, like alien abductions and stuff, and he was actually getting pretty far with his like research, and he was getting some really hard evidence, and then he claims that he was encountered by these men in black while he was at a hotel. And he said that they were wearing like these all black, like just a normal like black suit. One had like a blazer, had like hats on, and then like they had like extremely monotone like deep voices, and they like didn't. I think it was like they didn't have pupils or something like that. And like
just clear white eyes.
I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember the entire thing. But like but if you watch the surveillance footage from that very hotel that he was staying at, you see two guys wearing the exact same clothes walk in. So, like...
See, the thing is, though, if it was Men in Black and it's government stuff, the headline would be, man kills himself in hotel room. There would be no trace of these Men in Black, dude.
That'd be true. Yeah. But that's another thing to think about. Like, what if... Like, do you remember Whitney Houston when she died in 2012? Like, what if that was because of the, you know...
Could have been the flying spaghetti monster, too. Could have just flew in her window and killed her.
Men in Black?
You know, maybe that's how E-Double died. He didn't want to join the Illuminati, so you know what? They just... popped him.
Put a disease.
Theoretically, it could be anything.
Exactly.
You know, it's like Vladimir Putin. You know, where you don't like Vladimir Putin, he poisons your cereal with plutonium, and then you die of cancer the next day.
I just think I feel like a lot of deaths are actually caused by the government. Like a lot of popular deaths, I feel like they're caused by the government.
Well, there's a clear.
I'm gonna think of 3 different names, and if you don't say them, I'll be mighty surprised. I'll be completely surprised.
Wait, what?
3 names. I just thought of 3 names in my head.
All right, what is it? Shoot.
Huh? Well, I was gonna say Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, and Martin Luther King Jr. I thought you were gonna say those 3 names. I thought you were gonna say that the government caused those deaths.
Now, I mean, if you look at the link between the Lincoln and Kennedy deaths,
that's scary.
That's creepy.
There's a lot of stuff like how he was driving a Lincoln. And
Kennedy was driving a Lincoln, and like
Lincoln's assistant was Kennedy or something.
Yeah, there was like a lot of stuff like that. But and then like the Martin Luther King thing, or wait, not the Martin Luther King thing, the
JFK.
Yeah, JFK thing is like there were multiple people who reported shots from the grass. There was like barely anyone who reported seeing any like sniper fire from a rooftop. Because how the fuck is like
he wasn't in a rooftop. He was in
not in a rooftop. He was in the top
floor of that old warehouse thing.
Yeah, and like how is some random guy gonna be able to like, dude? He got a headshot.
Well, what I recommend,
he had a headshot going. It was a moving vehicle. He had a moving target.
I think he was.
Well, but the first bullet kind of grazed him though.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he was 100%
like, you saw him hunched over and he was grabbing himself,
yeah.
But then he got hit, and like when he kind of like
because that second shot with that like it exploded his head all over the thing. Like there's been documentaries saying like Jackie Kennedy like picking up like pieces of his head and like start putting it. It's weird.
She comes out of the car. I mean, any rational person would be like, "What the fuck just happened?" My husband's head just blew up in my lap.
All I could think was a Mayor McCheese thing from Family Guy where she starts eating it.
God. But no, I feel like people get way too in depth with the conspiracy theories.
There's no evidence against it.
I know, but but like what I do recommend people go look up though is like one of JFK's last speeches to Congress. JFK actually talks about secret societies.
No, that was fake. Are you talking about the thing where it was like 7 days before he died?
No.
Okay.
No, he actually has a speech. And he addresses Congress talking about under my administration there will be no secret organizations. There will be no attempt at this. He even specifically talks about the CIA trying to meddle in things they don't have the authority to do. And then a few weeks later, he gets shot. So a lot of people think it's the CIA. What I think is more or less, if the New World Order is a real thing, it's just a connection of high ordered people, like the Rothschilds and shit, who have connections in the government and stuff. It's not, a lot of people have a really simplified view. It's the government.
Explain to me as I was a 6-year-old, what is a Rothschild?
They're bankers. They go back pretty far, dude.
Okay.
The Rothschilds are a family. It's kind of like I think it is actually what's the one family that have like their own like ice skating rink in New York City? Is
Donald
that the
Trump.
Rothschild? No, it's not Trump. It's like, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking something else.
Oh,
But,
nice kid.
Are you thinking about maybe Rockefeller?
yeah, Rockefeller. I heard that the Rockefellers are scumbags too.
Oh yeah, I mean they were the first millionaires with his kerosene he made.
Yeah.
There's
honestly,
not something we got. Never mind.
I mean, when you think about it, I mean, you got to think about it from their perspective. I mean, all these rich people meet up. I mean, it's like the most cliche thing ever, but I mean, you really got to think about it. A bunch of rich people, man, you know, when you get power like that, I mean, you want to, you know, consolidate more. So, you know, they probably did meet up in some shady-ass building and, like, you know, talk about, we're going to take over the world in 80 years. I mean, who knows? And we're going to make a crazy weather thing in the world on September 23rd, 2017.
But I think, you know, all right, when it comes to government stuff, and I think you already know it's coming, 9/11.
Oh,
it was an inside job. There's no doubt.
There
There's
were bombs
no
inside
doubt.
the buildings.
Okay, you can argue that, but that's a true fact.
You can argue that, but you know, I don't care. You know, I don't care.
There's no evidence against.
Yeah, maybe jet fuel can't melt steel beams. They can sure as hell soften them, weaken them.
And it took a little while for the building to fall down.
It took what?
It took like an hour. What about
when
the
you
hotel?
have the whole
hotel, Ben? You remember the hotel?
The top part of the building. It's not even like the whole building itself got weak. It's the top part got weak.
Top part
fell on top of itself.
Like you know, like you probably watched all types of videos trying to find evidence to see why it's fake. The whole damn thing just collapses on. It doesn't like fall over. It just collapses downwards. Some
people say that's evidence of a planned demolition.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I mean,
that's the thing with World Trade Center 7. You can agree. World Trade Center 7.
Because there's structural integrity under the building. When you have two massive buildings that take up a whole square block of Manhattan, and two of them collapse down and destroy the whole infrastructure, there were so many buildings connected to that infrastructure. That's why like multiple buildings that weren't even like near it fell down.
No, this was before any of the buildings fell down.
But
World Trade Center 7 was the first to go down.
But there's stuff that like
for like no reason.
You'll never understand why or what actually happened. Like. We can almost 100% assume that Lee Harvey Oswald shot and killed John F. Kennedy, but we're not 100% sure.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, it could have been just some. I don't think it's someone.
Yeah, he said he was a communist, and the other guy, this random guy comes. I'm trying to remember his name. The guy who came and killed.
Ruby.
He just came out of nowhere and just shot him. You know, and just like
that was a live
filthy communist. You know,
that was a live television.
And, you know, that was kind of the incentive back then, though. Right. You know, people like fucking communists. Fucking capitalists.
There was not black, white, male, female. It was only communists.
Oh no, well I mean, don't get me wrong. There was a distinction between things like black and white.
No kidding.
Well, no, you can't.
You cannot say that. What about this? Listen to this. So it says. Kurt Sonnenfeld was working for the U.S. Federal Emergency Management Agency, an organization tied to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security when the terrorist attack in the World Trade Center took place. After the planes crashed into the building, Kurt was given unrestricted access to Ground Zero, the site where the buildings once stood. Armed with the camera gear, the 39-year-old was asked to film everything he saw. His documented evidence was supposed to form part of a report about what happened, but he never handed back the footage. His life began to unravel in the following months and years, leading to the death of his wife. She was found dead on a couch in the home with She was found dead on a couch in her home with a bullet wound in the back of the head, and it was ruled a suicide. It was ruled that Kurt.
The back of the head. How the hell is that?
No. It was ruled that Kurt killed Nancy, and he was arrested in 2002. And now he's 55 or 54. And he's on the run in Argentina.
Oh, he's still on the run.
I mean, no matter what, if you're skeptical of an event and skeptical shit happens, even though it may or may not be, but then you're just gonna assume that.
Just a few months after he refused to give the footage back to like his administrators, his wife was found dead in their home with a bullet wound in the back of the head. Come on, is that just a coincidence? There's no coincidence.
I don't know. I mean, we can also talk about the one guy with the DNC.
What is that? That's supposed to do with 9/11?
I mean,
because he recorded. He was supposed to be recording footage. So apparently there was something.
Footage of what?
Of 9/11, of Ground Zero, of like everything. He was employed to film when the Twin Towers, like house was burning, and he recorded all. And I'm pretty sure he got a video of the second plane hitting, or maybe he didn't. I don't know. There's a picture of a.
So you think that like. Oh, well, actually, first I gotta make sure. They were planes, right? You believe that they were planes, not like some people believe they were like Tomahawk missiles that went into the.
Yeah, no.
So you believe it's a plane, right?
Planes.
Maybe.
God.
Maybe. No.
What are you talking about? They're planes.
I'm
Okay,
even willing to
alright.
get with you in the fact that like the planes went up, but it's like orchestrated by the government.
Okay, no,
Running
it was
I
definitely
can-
planes.
I
It was
can-
planes.
That's the most I can see. I can see that. Maybe it wasn't just, some random terrorists from the Middle East hijacking planes and crashing them in the building. Maybe the government hired them to do this. But any more than that, I mean, absolutely. I'm not believing that there were bombs in the 9/11 buildings, or that No.
Oh yeah, I've heard some people say there were no planes like. All the people in those planes, because the thing that boggles my mind is like, what happened to all those people then? If you don't believe that there was no planes, and like, where did all they go? They were turning to lizard people in the secret science, government labs. There's like people who go full in on that stuff. Like Alex Jones is like, he talks about, oh my God, I saw these people in these glass tubes with clawing at their throats. They're getting turned into lizard people. It's like, where in the world do you get these ideas from, man?
Yeah. But you can't trust people like Alex Jones. Alex Jones he's funny. He's a nut job.
Oh yeah,
he's crazy as hell.
Well, it's funny because I think his children were getting taken away from him. And his
Kids?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, so this is according to Kurt. This is why he believes that the government wanted to kill him, and why they killed Nancy. So he said he shot hours of footage but never handed it in. Of particular interest was what he found beneath World Trade Center 6. He says inside the building he came across a vault that had been cleared of its contents before the plane struck. And documentary film origin. Okay, that's something else. Yeah. So
the only piece of evidence or whatnot that I will possibly give you was I'm trying to remember his name. But there were some financial stockholders who like a week before a week before 9/11 they like packed up all their investments and stuff in the building. Yeah. And like sold them for a high, because back then the World Trade Center was worth a lot. Even having an office inside there was worth a lot. So they just sold all their stock away at the place, and a week later it gets blown up.
World Trade Center. I mean, that's why they targeted those buildings. I mean, those were the two most important buildings in the country at that time, right? I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah, and that's another thing though. It might not even be the government. Like, it could just be super powerful, like Rothschild. Like, if you say that the Rothschild can fucking control the weather, pretty sure it's not that hard for them to fly a building into a plane. Oh wait! Oh my God!
Flying buildings into planes.
And fly a plane into a building.
Yeah, we know what you meant. I mean, that's certainly a possibility. I mean, it's just like you lobby people in the government, you have connections, but I mean, like Ben said, I mean, how the hell do you know? We can sit here and
there's no way.
As many YouTube videos as you watch, as many articles you read on Google, you never know if these people are bullshitting you or not. You don't know.
Have you ever considered that life is a simulation?
That's Elon Musk level stuff right there, man.
Wait.
Remember him?
He thinks that life is a
simulation, and the Earth is
He has
flat.
said this to you.
No, Earth is hollow.
And we're inside, and the stars are like holes in what we're inside of.
That's a theory if I ever heard one.
So it's basically we're in a cardboard box. Someone just poked tiny little holes, and what if
the eclipse?
What if we're just what if we're just bacteria that just manage to form something bigger than it's supposed to? It's we're microscopic. It's we're microscopic.
We're a piece of bacteria.
So we're just bacteria inside of a cardboard box. Yeah. What if we're
it's a really interesting universe.
That's kind of crazy to think about. What if we're inside of a globe, and there are tons of globes containing even more of us inside the globes we buy, containing more globes.
You never get to the end of it.
Yeah.
Or if it's the Simpsons episode where Lisa loses the tooth, and then she puts in Coca-Cola, and it forms a new species, and she shrinks herself and goes. You never seen that episode?
Never seen that episode.
It was one of the Treehouse.
I was never really big into it, so I watched a lot of it, and I loved the movie. The movie was great.
That movie was great.
But Family Guy was always. I like Family Guy.
Yeah, Family.
I liked it because they were white.
Family Guy.
No, that's not racist. I'm saying that because. Why were they yellow?
There was a mix, right? There was a mix of white. There's African Americans, and you just have yellow people.
There was what's the dude's name? Abu?
Yeah, Ibu or something like that.
I
Anu.
think it was Abu or Apu or something like that. Who works at the Jewish? No, he's not Jewish. He's just cheap. The guy who works at the convenience store. But so you guys think? Somebody just wrap up everything that we've just spoken about. You think the government's ending the world?
Well, I think the Rothschilds running the world.
I mean, you know, like I said, man, they may have met 70, 80 years ago and said, on this very day, on September 23rd, 2017, we are ending the world for absolutely no fucking reason.
I've changed my theory. I don't think that the government did 9/11 or that Bush did 9/11. I think the Rothschilds did 9/11. That's my final theory. But like, here's the thing though, because like, if you're, I think they worked hand in hand because like they both got what they want. Like the Rothschilds got money or like whoever had the stocks.
Are you trying to say my dude George W. Bush is implicated in this?
Well, because, like, think about it.
George W. Bush is one of the most beautiful men who ever lived on this planet.
From a military standpoint,
look at his smile, dude.
From a military standpoint, it's a good idea. He flew a plane to a building.
I thought you just said the Rothschilds did.
He flew himself. George Bush flew the plane himself in the building.
Even though he was at a kindergarten teaching little, reading a book to kids.
That was a hologram.
So it was a clone. Oh, a hologram. So not a
that
clone.
was a clone.
Oh, now it's a clone.
Yes, that was a clone. Dude, the cloning theory is interesting.
Oh yeah, I mean that's
breaking in
interesting
theories.
You ever seen the movie where like they clone like an entire workforce and like they start killing the real people and like they like take over their identity?
The last movie we've been watching is John Q.
John.
Oh
Q.
yeah, man, yeah, John Q.
But no, like because there was the whole thing with like clone malfunctions and stuff. Like there was one time where this like news reporter, I'm pretty sure this was on the H3 podcast, like they were talking about the Post Malone, and they were talking, or Post Malone was talking about it, and like there was one instance where like a news reporter was like talking and then just had like a just complete like blackout, like he just stopped and just sat there for like a good 15 seconds and then just resumed. It's like
He's
nothing
a freaking
happened.
robot, dude.
I think he's a clone. And there was one thing with like Eminem. Like, there's a lot of people who believe Eminem was cloned because if you look at it, what?
Continue. Sorry.
Go on.
No, because like
Eminem's clone.
Because like if you take 1999 Eminem to 2000 Eminem, they're like completely different people. And like people think that the 90s Eminem was either killed because he didn't want to join the Illuminati, or that he didn't want to have like all the fame.
How old
stuff.
is he?
Huh?
How old is Eminem?
At the time, in like
right now.
Oh, and right now he's 43.
Probably had a freaking midlife crisis or something.
No. This happened when he was like 20.
He's 43.
Yeah, he's 43. But because people think that like he didn't, because like he had a daughter, and there was one song where he was talking about how he didn't like if he's out eating with his daughter, don't come up to him. And so like people think that that's why like he got a clone of himself, was because he didn't want to deal with all that. Because like if you look at it, they're like completely different people. And like there was one instance where he was on ESPN, and they asked him a question. He literally just completely shut down. Like his eyes like started like kind of like flickering, like juddering, and like he like looked down and he just stood there with like his mouth open. And then like I can show you the video.
I mean, I believe you. I mean, I'm not saying I'm lying, but I mean, maybe
it's just crazy.
Whatever happened to the Illuminati? I mean,
it's a meme.
Exactly. It's still around, but at this point, it's just like no one's gonna take it seriously.
Well, you see that thing, right? People who actually do believe the Illuminati exists, they believe that the people who control the Illuminati made it into a meme on purpose to take away from the fact that it actually does exist.
Right.
That could be true.
There's
Oh yeah. This is the Al Roker. This guy right here. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, you're right, dude.
He just completely shuts down. How can you tell me that's not wrong?
You're gonna have to link that or something, man. I mean, that is ridiculous.
Look at that. How can you tell me right now that is not a clone?
Okay. Who knows? Maybe it could be a clone. Maybe they're just high as fuck. I mean, you know.
No, because Eminem was off the pills at that time.
Al Roker is gonna be.
Is that what he says?
High on the weed.
Well, that's what he knows.
That's what he knows.
Well, because that's the whole point of the 2010 recovery.
What if his clone said that?
The clone. Alright, if there is a clone, the clone's the only one who's in the spotlight anymore. The real Eminem's like out hiding with his kid.
Well,
so does that mean they made the clone of the kid too?
That's what that
Yeah, but it's just like the dog thing, right? Like people try to clone their dogs, and they just can't replicate the same experience. Well, people who clone their dogs, like
Who's
extreme.
cloning their dog?
You go look it up, dude. People clone their dogs all the time. All right.
Yeah, just a normal thing, you know.
I'm not bullshitting myself. People, you're talking about human clones, dude. And you're gonna call me out for fucking cloning dogs?
Let's go take them to the CIA. Let's clone their dogs.
People clone their dogs. It's actual business. You can pay to get your dog cloned, and they don't replicate. Like when you try to do that, your dogs is not the same. So I'm saying, like, if you're gonna clone a human, I don't think they would be 100% like the same.
100% proof.
That is not fucking true.
Can't.
Okay, yeah, we just went back to 9/11, folks. In case you didn't know, we are watching a plane.
So that's
apparently it's a hologram.
For those
video, the
for
plane
those
is a
who
hologram.
can't see what we're doing, we're watching 9/11 videos.
Well, according to this video, this is a hologram. So.
Yes.
That's a hologram.
Even though.
Hold on, wait for it.
Even though, I don't know. I wanted to guess how many people actually witnessed that in real life in 2001.
That looks cool.
It's a huge ass building.
Right.
I mean, when you.
No, I don't get why this is a clone.
All right. See, like right there, that there tore out. You know how many support beams that took up? Boom, 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 boom. Bam! It blows up. You know, blows up the whole thing. All right, starts fire. That
weakens the steel.
That's what I mean. It gets soft.
Doesn't melt and they don't turn into liquid.
I'm confused on what we're looking at here.
We're looking at bullshit. That's what we're looking
see
at.
It. Look at it. It just goes. That wing just goes behind the building.
No. Let me teach you some basic physics. It went over the building. It went over the building. Okay, so are you trying to tell me?
It's up here. This is closer than that.
Okay, so either there's two problems that we're now faced with. One, they had some crazy hologram shit, like technology that projected it in the Manhattan skyline, and everybody just saw a hologram. Or you're telling me every single person who saw that was like paid off by the government or the Rothschilds, whoever did fucking 9/11. You did not see anything. You know, it just there was a hologram.
But there was like, have you heard the one story of the guy who was right next to the towers at the time, and like he said like, I don't know.
Don't click on
that. One guy who's full of shit.
Yeah, that's true. I do believe.
Yeah, that video that you just saw, that was a bit of that was perception and viewing of what you're looking at.
I do believe that the Pentagon was not hit.
Pentagon was hit.
Not hit.
There have been plane parts found.
There's a hole on it.
Dude, they even like just 3 years ago found a part of a plane dislodged between like two buildings in Manhattan. Like because the plane when it blew up and it just sent debris flying everywhere.
Did you speaking of planes and stuff? Did you see the movie Sully?
I've not.
Tom Hanks. Did you see it?
No, but I was gonna say, man, Blake's search history is gonna be.
It's gonna be pretty odd, yeah.
9/11 and clones.
9/11 and clones, yeah.
Alright, so what are you gonna say?
But Sully, great movie. I'm gonna say it's probably.
Fast forward the video a bit, and let's course just what.
Is this it?
Yeah, are we gonna stay here for 3 minutes?
I thought it was paused. Oh, Jesus. All right.
This thing's gonna fly and watch this.
That obviously looks like a plane, dude. I don't know what is that, a Tomahawk missile? It ain't, dude.
I'm confused. I'm confused on how the hole is big enough because it's the.
Was I distracting your foot? Sorry.
Because the hole. All right. If you have a plane going into a building, right? When the plane hit the World Trade Center, it had the wing holes.
The wings are not nearly as strong as the rest of the plane when you're going like nose first.
But you're telling me that when this plane is going like
it wasn't a purple. There was not a purple cylindrical shape in the
perfect.
I corrected myself, dude.
No, but the thing is that the hole looks like a controlled explosion because like it's one sector of the building that was.
Are you talking about this as a controlled explosion?
Yes.
You know why it looks like that? Because it's near the damn ground. There's nothing under it.
What?
This plane, it comes in, it hits because see, when I'm talking like I know everything about 9/11.
This is
when the plane came into the 9/11 building, it hit it just it hit the building, blew up. All right, it had nowhere else to go. It just bombed that part. It probably went into the Pentagon, hit the ground, exploded. It had a hard ass surface to explode on.
But no, this is like if you look at it. Okay, you tried saying that this plane can go through steel support beams. All right, that's what you said that. You said that the plane could go through steel support beams because when you're saying like when the plane hit, you're like, look at that, all those support beams that hit, boom, 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 boom. You said that.
it's gonna knock down a couple.
Yeah, that is like 20 times less weaker than a steel beam. This is like a stone building. Yes.
No shit. It's What
exactly. So if the plane is
about?
going in, the wings are going to go right through and go and hit the building. An entire sector, entire one side of that building should have collapsed. But it was only one tiny sector that coincidentally everyone evacuated from.
Coincidentally, let's look at the thumbnail of this video, right to the right of it. All right, and look, that's how much damage it cost. Okay, it fucked up that whole part of the thing because the amount of damage it did.
No, look at the hole. Hold on.
But you're talking about what are you off about?
Look at that. Tell me, can a plane fit through that? No.
Hell yeah. What are you talking? No.
Look at that. Oh my god.
Because look at that. It took down that entire part of the building and just fell right down.
Look at that. How? How is that possible? That's the exact angle at which it came. Oh, nice. That's the exact angle at which it came from. And you're telling me that those wings.
Because these wings, they're more sturdy than they were, let's say, when the first plane was built. Because the first plane wings were made of paper, all right. But these things aren't as sturdy. What?
If this thing could go straight through a building and apparently, according to you, crush support beams, steel support beams.
I'm not saying they're crushing support beams. They're vertical support beams. I'm not flattening support beams. They're vertical. When you hit something coming in, it's going to knock it that way. All right? This part right here and these parts right here, you know how fast they were going? They sped up. They went as fast as they could. They were going as fast as they could and hit these things. You know, they just knock them at least wherever they hit. All right?
So how did those wings not go through that building?
All right, we could pretend to be mathematicians all day. All right, and act like we know how the plane, because I mean, how fast is the plane? Like, you got to think about all the kind of stuff about how fast did the plane come in and hit the building? I mean, did it? There's just so many factors that go into it. But the thing that also boggles my mind though is that if it really was a conspiracy theory, why would they make it so obvious for people to analyze the situation and say it's a conspiracy? Unless, of course, that's it's reverse thought. It's like, well, that's why you're ignorant, because you don't look at it, from that perspective. That's what the Rothschilds want you to think.
I think, yeah, exactly. That's what I think.
So it's like reverse psychology, like
it's
two times.
I'm gonna say one more thing, and then
they make it. It's like the whole theory of you hide something in plain sight.
Oh yeah.
It's perfect. It's a perfect idea, because if they do that and they're just oh, that's so stupid. Why would we do that if it's obvious like that?
No, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna say one more thing. We probably should get off. Stupid ass.
What do you mean?
Conspiracy.
Get off. Okay.
Conspiracy. 9/11. We've been down this for a damn long. I'm telling you, my hypothesis is not even that. My thing is
prediction. Whatever.
My prediction is this damn thing right here. All right, when it hit that building, all right, these things broke off, or these things, maybe blew off somewhere. All right, everything else blew up this whole building.
Do you know 100% if they ever found the wings?
No. That's another thing. I don't know if they did for that plane, but for my ears just started ringing for no reason. For one of the other planes, the first person on the site didn't see any bodies. They didn't see a drop of blood.
Okay, no, that's what I'm talking about. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Earlier, people think they took the people science labs and turned them lizard people. I mean, what do you think? I'm not saying that you said that, but I mean, there are people what happened to all the people? I mean, that's assuming that this wasn't a plane. What happened to all the people? There are records. They're they got into the plane. They went to the airport. I mean, you can look at security cameras. So they went those people who were on that plane, right? I mean, there are 100% footage of not footage, but evidence that their families, knew that they were going somewhere. They were and then they got into a plane. There's security camera footage of them boarding a plane. It's what do you think happened? The plane flew to some secret facility and rounded them up and killed them all, and then shot a missile in the Pentagon.
No, I think they were killed. I think that the plane's destination was not reached, and then I think they set up that crash site.
I'm talking about the Pentagon.
Oh, you talking about the Pentagon?
Because if it wasn't a plane, right? You're saying a plane can't do that. Can't find that. Say what happened to all the people who got on that plane? They were just rounded up and killed somewhere else. Because they're gone, right? I mean, there's evidence video evidence of boarding a plane, taking off,
See, that's
and
what
flying.
I don't know because
Are you
like
talking
there's
about
one part of me.
there's no bodies in the forest one? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, the one in Pennsylvania.
I mean,
But hold on.
those
hold on.
guys, those people on that's the plane where they all revolted against.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
I mean, by chance, maybe they jumped out.
No.
No,
You-
they didn't
every
jump on
no.
that.
And they would still find the bodies. They were finding bodies. I'm just gonna wrap it up with this.
Scattered
I think.
bodies.
Are you sure they didn't find bodies?
I'm 99% sure. You can go to the quote.
Because I'm
The
pretty sure
very
they
first
did.
person on the scene. There's the very first news reporter on the scene.
That's going back to the stupid firemen and the bombs.
Oh, well,
The
we're not
one
talking
dude,
about
the
that.
one dude who says, because I'm pretty sure there were bodies found.
There were not
So
bodies
I
found.
remember watching a documentary of like there being
Alright,
bodies found.
alright,
So,
I'm just gonna wrap it up with this. There's like one part of me that's torn. It's like I can see the evidence of why people would think that it was a controlled explosion and that a plane never hit. But then another part of me is like there is eyewitnesses of people or of the plane going in. I don't know. It's crazy. It's a crazy situation. That's why it's a conspiracy theory, not like a known fact. But the bombs thing, I'm not even gonna get into that because you're gonna immediately roast me for that one.
It doesn't make sense.
But what was the?
Look at these last 5 things.
eat depression.
Go back one more. Go. A poo.
EPU.
Who is the one?
It's a poo. A boo.
No, I
I'm looking
looked
up
up
now.
I'm trying to figure out the Indian. This is from Indian guy from Simpsons.
Okay.
Now that we're on
Oh, excuse me.
a poo. I knew it.
Nahas. I'm gonna try and say that.
Indian.
All right, we're just gonna keep that up and then we're gonna talk. All right. So,
Are you guys watching any TV? Well, did you ever finish Ozark?
I'm not.
I'm still waiting for Stranger Things.
Yeah, I'm
Stranger
waiting for
Things
Stranger
season
Things,
2?
and I watched season 7 of The Walking Dead.
Yeah. But you guys heard of that show? Branden, you gave up on Twin Peaks, didn't you?
I
Gave
did.
up on damn Twin Peaks.
I just couldn't. I gave it a try.
All y'all that are
17
listening,
episodes.
7 of you out there, maybe more. Go give Twin Peaks a
Is that
watch.
the one from the 90s?
Yeah, it's in the. It's quite a.
Watch the X-Files. The X-Files will make you question the government. I'll tell you that one for sure.
X-Files. It's all the. That entire show is just made from conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I know, but it's cool. It's interesting.
Oh, yeah, it is interesting.
Sure it
don't
is.
get me wrong. Yeah,
I never said it
it's interesting
wasn't.
anyway, kind of stuff.
I think the idea of a conspiracy theory is interesting. Like, if you open your mind to it, it's
One
like,
thing that's always boggled my mind, though. I mean, we keep on saying we're gonna get out of this, but we keep on going back into it.
yeah.
Area 51, man.
Yeah,
That's
that-
always like, I'm like, what the hell? I mean, like, there's no other Air Force air base that's like so
Like
tightly
heavily protected
secured.
like that.
Yeah,
And they have like the
it's
the
just so
truck
mysterious,
guy.
dude. Yeah, the 2 truck dudes who sit out there in their white truck. I mean, like, it's like, what the hell's going on there? Man?
Like they're
And then they have like
instructed
their
not to talk to
employees.
anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, their employees. They take a plane there, or like a bus. I think it's a plane. I think they do both.
No, it's a plane.
Yeah, like they take a plane there. Like,
It's
what
a
in the
special
world?
plane with like a red. Like they all have like red on, or no, they have like civilian clothes, but like it has like a red on the wing or something like that.
Yeah, there's like these zinc miners who live near Area 51. Yeah, they talk about like for like the past 60 years, they've been trying to have like they've had like the military come like shoot up their farm and shit and all that. Yeah, it's like, what the hell's up with that, man? I mean, like,
Yeah, the government's shooting up your farm.
I'm
It's
sorry.
casual.
A zinc miner? Is that what you
zinc.
said?
Yeah, they
zinc
mine
miners,
zinc.
They mine zinc.
Good lord, what a job. Zinc miner.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
want
it's,
to be a copper miner.
Why?
Go out in Nevada, mine copper, make millions.
hey, you're killed by freaking escaped aliens from Area 51, dude. Get your brain fried out.
More reasonable solution: get stung by a scorpion.
That's why you wear. That's why you wear like some hazmat armor.
Walter, you
Yeah,
in a
because
mine?
people, if they
could
see
do
you out in
that.
Nevada with a hazmat armor, so people are gonna think you're working at Area 51 or something.
Now you get shot.
Yeah, get shot.
But
What the
if you
hell are you
question
doing
it-
on my farm?
I don't think someone has a farm in the middle of Nevada.
My zinc mine. Whatever the hell it is.
I just want to go out into like the plateaus. No, Arizona. Go out in the middle of Arizona, just mine.
Arizona.
Just mine,
Why
you know,
don't you do it? Let's invade
no one's gonna give a shit that
Indian
you're-
reservation land. Let's take more land back from them. Go to their reservations.
Don't start the Native American thing. We already.
Yeah, that's
Like,
a
explored
discussion
that
for
now.
another time.
But
What's the time of this?
let me go for
54 minutes. Damn, that's a while. That's a while.
almost an hour.
Yeah. Almost an hour.
Probably should.
First episode.
Might want to end it pretty soon.
Yeah.
We can talk about one. Walter, you said you had a topic that you just wanted to let it come up.
Oh shit, what was that about?
Probably about 9/11.
I think it was.
Jesus.
It was either that or how Branden thinks that rap can have effect on kids or whatever people. Blake has texted me 3 times asking me how the podcast is going, and that is clear evidence that the podcast is still going on, and he's still texting me. Right, so the only other one is YouTube gaming. I don't think anyone really cares about that. We can just save that for another time because I don't know what other topics we could really use for the next one.
Yeah.
Unless it's just
Again,
that was free ball.
King
Half
Jong-un.
of this entire thing
it
was
was just
free.
9/11.
Yeah. Yeah, about
And
30
eyeballs and
minutes.
ass.
Yeah, good 30 minutes is just completely like free balling.
But I think again,
It's interesting to think about kind of stuff. I mean, it's not something you think about every single day, unless, of course, you're part of the tinfoil hat, club or something like that. You don't really think about that kind of stuff. You just live your life.
We need to stop this. This has been going on for 3
Yeah.
minutes. We talk about Kim Jong-un for a good 4. All right, the eyeballs and ass is like 30 seconds. The rest is just not.
Eyeballs and ass was.
Oh,
You talk about the end of the world,
Yeah, the
which,
other-
which is happening. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is happening tomorrow.
Should we talk about the zombie apocalypse, Ben? Should we talk about
Jesus Murphy.
the zombie frontier?
Yeah, but then, dude, we'll be like, school or link it back to us. You're trying to use our property as a.
Walter, I think your exact quote that you told me. I want the zombie apocalypse to end.
I want to happen.
That's what you
That
said.
would be cool. Because think about it. People who mean nothing in this world can mean everything in the new world. Like, you can become a leader. You can rise up.
Do you hear that, Brandon?
It is. Like, it's true at the same time. I mean,
Because the government's not going to do shit. They can't do anything.
exactly. You become Negan, dude.
Exactly. We can run the savior.
I mean, if you do want to talk about that, though, we can. We did talk about the fact
It's been
that.
56 minutes. We got to wrap it
We
up.
can
in
talk
about
about
5.
just
Just a
quick,
quick
just,
little-
just a
So,
quick Walking
brief.
Dead, real quick. Again, it's like Star Wars. If you haven't seen season 7, it's on Netflix. Go watch it. Pause the podcast. Go watch it.
No, I was talking to talk about our plans for the high
Yeah,
school.
Walter the other day
Don't
came
give
up
them
with
away.
the plans that we were going to turn the school into a zombie survival fortress. I mean,
Exactly.
it ain't
It's
a bad
perfect.
idea.
Exactly. It's like when the apocalypse first happens, we just gotta secure it. All right, we gotta round up everyone that we know. Everyone that's gonna be in a part of our civilization. And then we just at
What's
first.
the problem? Are we taking in everyone, or are we just?
Oh no,
We're
no,
taking people that we trust.
Selective, yeah.
All right.
And then once we build up a fully functioning community, that's when we can accept new people. But we gotta have like
An institution going.
Yeah.
Could I get the farm in the courtyard in the middle?
We gotta have,
I think
we got
that's
Mr.
genius.
Weedike. We gotta get Mr. Weedike to build the walls.
Exactly. We
We
get
gotta get
what
like a
was
6-person
it
council.
was Michael McEnroe, wasn't
A
it?
blacksmith.
Yeah, he's gonna become a blacksmith.
Moses
We're gonna get the weapons
Blacksmith.
going down in the
Exactly.
the woodworking room,
We're
dude.
gonna use, like, the
I
football
still
field.
think that blacksmith / farmer. Since you.
Yeah, you can farm his potatoes too. But
Dude,
like-
honestly, he's like every day. He's like, my potatoes are still doing good, and I said, thank you, Michael, for telling me. It's like,
No, I
Man, when
think-
that's your life, dude. I mean, you cherish it.
But, like, we could-
that's all you care about.
But like we could also turn the football field into an archery range. Train people to use bow and arrows. We can build build like little like sniper posts on the rooftop. Have people watch out.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like melt down
And it's already
every
got-
single desk in that school and put them on the school bus.
Yeah,
Like,
and then,
armored school
Ooh, that
bus,
was pretty
man.
cool.
yeah, we can put
And,
like
like,
blades
this-
on the sides and then spikes in the front. So we.
But you gotta get like a
Sorry.
snowball. You don't want zombies getting on the front of
Yeah.
your thing because then it's gonna weigh your bus down.
And there's already like a fence all the way around the thing. What you do is close off those little gaps.
You have to make it a little bit higher though. I mean, it's not as
Yeah.
high.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well, I mean, if we're talking like slow
zombie
zombies, not gonna
some
be able
bitch
to do
is
that.
gonna climb over that fence.
But another thing is like what we can also do is those ditches outside, dig them deeper, then put pikes down there.
Exactly, man. Start playing music and have them just all walk into the thing.
Exactly.
If I had to dig ditches for who'd get them out?
You ain't getting them out.
That's
you
me.
light a fire down there.
We
you
let
burn 'em
Danny
out.
do that job. We'd have Danny.
This is what happens. You don't let us use your damn
Oh,
laptop.
yeah, no, we can,
you
like-
get in there and clean up the damn
Anyone who like breaks the law,
zombie ditch.
anyone who breaks the law gets a dirty job.
Exactly.
Clean.
And it's initiation as well.
Exactly.
Do you have what it takes to do the job?
Exactly. You gotta show
Clean
us
out
that
the
you're a
filth.
functioning member of society. And we gotta get people with like experience and stuff too. Like if you come and you're like, you don't know anything.
We're barely living. Please give us food. No,
Yeah, exactly.
get going.
Yeah.
Get going.
Well, we can give you a little supply, maybe like
Bottle of water and a bag of chips.
Yeah, that's about it. But I think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah, not a bag of chips. That's too good. Like, give him like a rotten corn dog or something.
A rotten corn dog. I feel like the best option would be a rotten apple.
But you understand, Walter, you would think that'd be for maybe 30 minutes? You think, fun. Oh shit, we're in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
that's,
That was well timed. That was-
Where there is no electricity,
There's no
Oh
plumbing.
no, we're gonna get electricity, dude.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get
We're gonna-
electricity. We're gonna put solar
We're gonna get
panels up on
some.
the roof.
We're
Okay.
gonna get some like crazy, like 4.0 kid to go
there's
make
that-
some like solar
On the way to
like panels for us and crap, man.
Joe Beam.
Yeah,
Stuff
Joe.
on the roof.
He can be our scientist. Joe Bemis, the scientist. Smart ass guy.
Yeah, man.
All AP classes.
Crazy.
We'll just give him a full fucking lab
Right,
and have
you
him
can
make
barely
it
do
like
one.
He knows
Boy.
history was the easiest one.
Yeah, but like, we'll give him a lab, dude. He'll cure the whole infection in there, man.
Dang, man. Alright, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah,
This is about it. It's been going on for an
Yeah.
hour.
Decent hour.
Alright.
You don't have to say that. All right.
Yeah, I guess eyeballs and asses and let's document to keep on.
Again, I thought it was funny, so I looked it up. You know, I just thought it was. Sorry.
Oh, the eyeballs and ass thing?
Yeah.
How'd you even figure out about that?
Well, long time ago, when we first thought we were doing this, I was looking up funny topics to. Stop touching my foot. I was looking up funny. What the hell is that?
This is the shower. Just
Oh.
ignore that.
I was
It's
looking
world
up.
ending.
I was looking up funny, little news stories, and that's the first thing. Topic: eyeballs and ass was the. I don't know.
That's pretty good, reporting skills. It catches the imagination. You see that eyeballs and ass, you're like, what the hell is that? I'm gonna click on it. You know?
Yeah. Alright, well,
We can't go back to eyeballs and ass. We
yeah,
gotta
no.
wrap it up.
Yeah, alright.
You're
First
right.
episode? That was it?
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks.
How are we gonna, we never decided on that outro. Just gonna end it? It's gonna
Yeah,
black
that's
screen like The
gonna be
Sopranos?
We're coming back, boys.
Alright, see you in the next one. Wait, we should have done the slogan. Well, it's not over yet. Alright, it's been going on for too long.
See,
The-
we should have discussed this before we did.
We should have. We're unprepared.
We'll see you next week.
Alright, goodbye.
Yeah.